Welcome to the Stronger American Daily Health and Fitness Brief, where we go over the latest health and fitness research, tackle one injectable peptide a day and the supplements that work synergistically or have similar impacts, and cover one muscle each day, expanding your knowledge and know-how. Here's what you need to know today. Let's start with what the research is telling us right now. A 30-year study of nearly 150,000 adults found that 90 to 120 minutes of resistance training per week is the sweet spot for living longer. That is just 2 or 3 sessions of 30 to 45 minutes. Benefits plateaued above 120 minutes, so more time in the gym does not mean more protection. Cardiovascular mortality dropped 19%, and neurological disease mortality dropped 27%. Now, today's peptide research update. GHRP6 is a powerful growth hormone secretagogue that works by binding the ghrelin receptor in the brain and pituitary to trigger a strong pulse of GH release. A 2025 study found that GHRP6 protected the heart after a cardiac event, with only 10% mortality in treated animals versus 40% in controls. The mechanism is that GHRP6 activates survival signaling pathways in cardiac cells and preserves mitochondrial integrity via the same ghrelin receptor it uses for GH stimulation. This means GHRP6 is not just an anabolic tool, but a tissue protector with real cardiovascular relevance. And here are the supplements that support the same pathway. No prescription required. L-arginine at 3 to 5 grams before sleep synergizes with GHRP6 to amplify GH pulse amplitude and supports the vascular protective effects through nitric oxide production. Zinc at 25 to 40 milligrams with food is essential because it is the cofactor for GH receptor binding, and deficiency blunts the entire anabolic response to GHRP6. Magnesium glycinate at 400 to 600 milligrams before bed deepens slow-wave sleep, which is exactly when the GH pulses from GHRP6 are most active. Now for today's loading parameter, a training method backed by research that most people never use correctly. Rest interval optimization is about deliberately choosing how long you recover between sets to match the adaptation you are chasing. A 2024 Bayesian meta-analysis found that there is no meaningful difference in muscle growth between rest periods longer than 90 seconds, which means the old advice to keep rests under 60 seconds for more gains is simply not supported. For strength and power work, you need 3 to 5 minutes of rest to allow full phosphocreatine recovery and maximal force output on every set. The practical takeaway is to use 90 to 120 seconds for hypertrophy and 3 to 5 minutes for strength, and save short rests for metabolic conditioning finishers only. And finally, today's muscle of the day, semispinalis cervicis. The semispinalis cervicis is a deep posterior neck muscle that extends from the upper thoracic spine up to the mid-cervical vertebrae, and it is the primary extensor and stabilizer of the neck under load. When this muscle is weak, you get forward head posture and neck fatigue during overhead pressing and heavy carries. The best exercise for it is the plate-loaded neck extension lying prone on a bench, and the most important stretch is the chin-to-chest hold for 30 to 45 seconds, which directly lengthens every cervical extensor to the base of the skull. Share and subscribe for more daily health and fitness briefs. Visit StrongerAmerican.com for more and sign up for our weekly newsletter. Train hard, live strong.